Mustache check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, mustache check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're good. Well, looks like we got a few more weeks of this thanks to COVID. This as in basically an empty shop. Don't tell the government, but I've snuck in here to get some work done on the sly. But it hasn't been all bad. Actually, the last few weeks, it's been crazy, shuffling things all around. The team has had to go to their own garages to make rings, and we've been kind of the central hub at our house to get stuff done. It's been just madness. All the crazy loans out there and finding out about those and applying for them. It's just been kind of nuts. But the team's in good spirits. We're getting rings out and things are happening. And this time of year is a special time of year. It's April. And not only is it the month of my birthday, which makes it extra fun for me, but it's also the month that we launched Rustic and Main. 4 years ago, 4 crazy fast years ago, we launched this business. I still remember actually when I came up with the name, I wasn't even sure if it would really fit. I was driving uptown Charlotte. Uptown's what we call our downtown area because we try to be fancy. I don't know if downtown sounded too, everybody else is doing it, so we're like uptown for us. Anyhow. You get used to it. So uptown Charlotte, I'm driving there. I'm going to my day job. It's probably about 6 months or so before Rustic and Main officially launched. And I was driving up there and I was like, I'm going to this job to be a software developer. It's a good job, but I'm just not, feeling it. I'm not feeling fulfilled, And I thought to myself, I really wish I had a place where I could just like raise some chickens and chop some wood and kind of, live old school. But I'm also really looking forward to this latte that I'm going to have before I get into work, I was like, I need this cross between like rustic living and Main Street. And it hit me. I thought Rustic and Main. I wonder if that would work. It does have kind of a ring to it. Right? Dad joke. So we decided to go with it, Rustic and Main, and the business was born, some months later. It's been a crazy ride since, in these last 4 years. When I first started, it was me getting up at like dark 30, trying to make a few rings, sometimes just for practice, sometimes for customers. Before long, we had like 5 people working in the garage and like several people working upstairs and several people working in the office at home. The whole house was just business. Eventually we moved here to this space behind me. There's an office section over here on the other side that you can't see. And we thought we had all the space that we needed. Everybody moves in. We eventually, after leasing the space for like a year, we bought it. And now we're actually buying the space next door. Probably by the end of this month, we're going to close on that. And it'll more than double our working space. It's crazy just how fast this business has taken off. But lately, it's kind of felt like we're all back in startup land, Like the USS COVID has just come and grabbed us all and picked us up and just taken us back to like Startup Island or something. But the thing about Startup Island is that it's kind of this magical place. And not everybody that works for Rustic and Main now had a chance to experience that back in the day. There's a certain kind of energy. My entrepreneur friends, my small business owner friends know this. There's a certain kind of energy that you get from like Startup Island, right? You're there. The thing that you want to do most is get off the island and, I don't know, we imagine some kind of like smooth sailings into like the never-ending sunset of success or something like that. It just doesn't really work that way. But while we're on Startup Island the first time around, we have this passion and this energy, and we'll work all kinds of crazy hours, and we'll do whatever it takes to get out of that season and to get our business going for real. But we also have a particular kind of energy, a particular kind of magic that doesn't really come around but ever so often. And I don't know of any time in like a business's history, especially on a global scale like this, where we've all had the opportunity to, in some ways, go back to square one. Move back into our homes, move back into our garages, kind of treat the business like the underdog again. And it's powerful. And it's an opportunity that we shouldn't miss. You see, we're not made for smooth sailing. That's not us. We're entrepreneurs, okay? We're kind of like, we're the guys and gals that are made to make waves and then ride them. That's what we're good at. That's what the world needs from us. Smooth sailing? Forget that. When things get smooth, it's your turn to disrupt some things and innovate, make some changes. And sometimes if we're riding the wave really well and it looks like a lot of fun, some other people will come along and they'll want to be a part of it. And that's when things really get fun. So look, don't miss this opportunity. I'm saying this for you, I'm saying it for me. Don't miss the opportunity right now to get some of that magic back, some of that fire back. Start playing like the underdog again. Get your vision back. Remember what it was and the reasons why you started the business. Do a little bit of a sentimental kind of memory type, thing like I just did with how the business got started and where we were and what that was like. Yeah, it was hard, but man, it was awesome. You don't get a chance to appreciate it when you're in Startup Island the first time. But eventually, you move past that phase, and there's some days when you kind of wish you were back there. Well, in a sense, maybe you are. So, make the most of it. Make some waves, guys. Take care.